APC presidential primary. Again, governors trim aspirants to three, discard two candidates. In line with the President Muhammadu Buhari's directive on the actualization of a consensus candidate, the All Progressive Congress APC governors have further reduced the list of proposed presidential aspirants to three. Recall Vanguard had earlier reported that governors in the early hours of Tuesday proposed a five-man list of aspirants to President Muhammadu Buhari to consider for consensus. Those initially proposed were Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, Rotimi Amechi, Governor Kayode Fayemi, and Governor Dave Umahi. After a fresh deliberation among the governors, the list was reduced to three aspirants, with Tinubu, Osibanjo, and Amechi making the new list. Meanwhile, the development has been rejected by some of the affected candidates, Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State and Yaya Bello of Kogi, who opine that the decision is not binding on them. Aspirants, particularly, are kicking, saying they are still in the race. In his reaction, Yaya Bello warned the party against excluding his name on the ballot for the scheduled convention to pick the party's presidential flag bearer for the 2023 election, saying the decision will be a recipe for trouble. The Kogi State governor alleged a gang up against him by the APC northern governors and some elites who he alleged have conspired against him. Speaking to newsmen on Tuesday after he met behind closed doors with the president in the presidential villa, Abuja, Bello said that the APC will retain power at the center only if the stakeholders play by the rules. Getting into the arena today, I will win overwhelmingly if the process is credible, Bello said. What is going on right now is all working in the direction of President Muhammadu Buhari. He has already given them a hint beforehand that he should be allowed to choose his successor. And he did it in a way that he didn't want to mention a name for them. So he gave them a task that they should go produce a consensus among themselves. They tried and it did not yield any results until today. Early hours of today, we got a report that they finally decided on five. And the five names that made the list was former Lagos State Governor Bola Tinubu, Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, Governor of Ekiti State Kayode Fayemi, Rotimi Amechi, former Minister of Transportation, and also Dave Umahi, Ebonyi State Governor. Those were the five names that made the list. And they were asked how they came up with this. They stated that during the screening, the Chief John Odige Oyegu committee mentioned that while they were screening, despite the fact that they did not disqualify anyone, no one was disqualified, contrary to the reports that we got that 10 candidates were disqualified. The committee did not disqualify anyone. They cleared all 23 of them, but they mentioned that some of them stood out. And during the screening process, they were asked to tell the committee what their plans are for the party, for the country, if they become president, what they would do. And just like reading their CV, pulling out your CV, telling them what you've done in the past before and what you can do now again. And to the committee, they said five stood out. And these were the five names that were brought forward for President Muhammadu Buhari to consider. After bringing the five names, Buhari was okay with the five names, but still these five were still too much. Also working towards what Buhari wants, because Buhari's intention is that they will approach the primaries with a consensus candidate, that way he feels that it's going to be less cumbersome and less hectic, that they will be able to manage the numbers. Managing 23 was a lot, so they had to bring it down to five. Even with the five, Buhari told them that they should go reduce it. He was okay. He told them that they had to do something, that they should go reduce the number. And reducing number from five, it means that it will be either 4, 3, or 2. Definitely not 5 anymore. Someone has to leave. The report has just landed that the governors have finally trimmed the aspirants down to 3 again, with Bola Tinubu, Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, and Rotimi Amechi making the list. At the initial stage, that aspirants started making their intentions known that they want to become president. President Muhammadu Buhari was in an interview and he mentioned that he had a preferred candidate, but he was not going to mention the name. Everyone was speculating that that candidate was Rotimi Amechi. No one ever mentioned Bola Tinubu. You know, that was why when Ahmed Lawan's name was mentioned as a consensus candidate yesterday, the camps, the aspirant, they did not take it as for a joke. Bola Tinubu immediately he released a statement, uh, sent a message to the National Working Committee and the National Chairman Abdullahi Adamu, reminding him of the conditions, listing out the conditions that can lead to a consensus candidate, reminding him that it has to be agreed by all of the aspirants. What this is looking like right now, this report I just revealed that some of the APC governors are not in support. They are not in support at all. Yaya Bello is stating that he's not in agreement with the names that have been put forward. He's going to go into the race. Not just Yaya Bello, Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi. They are all saying they are not happy with it. For Yaya Bello, he feels that it's a gang up against him because we know that the northern governors, APC northern governors, 13 out of 14 APC northern governors threw their weight behind a southern candidate. And the way it's looking right now, the three names that have been narrowed down, guys, it's all southern candidates. It looks like the ticket is going to the south because these are the names. They are only southern people there. Bola Tinubu, Yemi Osibanjo, and Rotimi Amechi, they are all from the south. This means that the northern governors, they were serious. The 13 of them that put their names down that they are in support of a southern governor, they are working towards all of this. You know, it was a shock yesterday when it was Ahmed Lawan's name that came out. And the question was that we thought northern governors have given their support to a southern uh, presidential candidate. What is going on? But with this happening now, the number of the candidates, the aspirant trimmed down to 3, and they are all southern candidates. They are all from the southern part of the country. It looks like APC. They didn't say specifically that they were going to zone it to the south. They didn't say anything on zoning. Unlike PDP that gave it clearly that they threw their ticket open, APC did not give any hints. Well, we'll see how all of this plays out. The final winner, the APC flag bearer, the presidential candidate of the ruling All Progressive Congress, will be revealed later on in the day. We'll do what to bring you that report as soon as it comes out. The election is still ongoing currently. Leave us your take, guys. Thank you once again for staying tuned. And please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again on more updates. Bye.